Ever wish you had an affordable solution to see at night? I've got one. Hey there, it's the Shooting Guy. Thanks for joining us today. I do appreciate it a lot. We're a place where we take one for the team so you don't have to. That's right, yeah, we test and evaluate all sorts of outdoors products so that when it comes down to you spending your hard-earned money, you have an informed decision of whether or not you want to do it. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, because, well, if you don't get notified anymore. That's just kind of the way it is anymore. SightMark, a company that we've been working with for a while, they sent us out this infrared monocular. Right, we didn't pay for this, but we don't get to keep it either. It's just out for test and evaluation, and then we send it back to them. This is the N320rt. There's two models. There's the 320RT and then there's the 340RT. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the differences between the two as we go on here. But in the meantime, we're just going to talk about this one. And before we go any further, let's get to the specs. Overall length, just about 7 inches. It's about 4 3/8 inches wide. It's about 2 1/4 inches thick. It weighs in at 12.5 ounces empty, but with the batteries, 15 7/8 ounces. All the controls are on the top of the unit. It takes 4 AA batteries. It comes with this great carrying case. Comes with its own USB cable so that you can take the video and put it into your computer. Connect the provided micro USB cable to the USB port to power it with an external power supply. It has a handy diopter adjustment. To bring your image into focus, you use this focusing ring right here. It magnifies at 4.5 times. Press the 2 times button, it's got 9 times magnification. It uses Wi-Fi to connect with Stream Vision on your mobile device, so you can see the image on your phone. This side has the IR emitter. The light emitter range on the 320 is about 380 yards. It has an 850 nanometer IR wavelength. Has a handy tripod mount so you can stick it on a tripod. It has 2 accessory mounting rails. The display resolution is 640 by 480. Comes with its own lens cleaning cloth too. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. All right, there you go. Those are the specs, and it's a very affordable solution for nighttime vision. We've worked with night vision optics quite a bit, a couple of different companies, and some of those things can be very expensive, upwards around $4,000 or so. This thing, you can find one of these from SightMark for well under $250. I'll put a link below where you can find yourself one like this. Infrared, so it's not thermal, but it does allow you to see in complete darkness. And the way that it does that, obviously, is with this infrared emitter. It emits infrared light at night, and the receiver is able to pick it up, and then when you look through the monocular, you see the image. Now, this particular model, the 320, is detectable at the emitter. It's at a wavelength where you can actually see a little bit of the light coming from here only when you're looking directly at the emitter. So if you're doing one of these things and you're looking out there and you don't want the person or thing to see you from a distance or see this red dot moving around, you may not want this one. You may want the 340, which is completely invisible, so that when you're looking, they can't see, you're not detected. The difference between the two, other than that, is that the 320 has about a 380 yard distance where the light can be thrown out there and you could see 380 yards out. The 340 is a little bit less than that. It's somewhere between 280 and 300 yards. So similar distances, one's a little shorter than the other, and whether or not you want to be detected or not, that's kind of up to you. But they both run around the same kind of price, and they're very I don't know, very lightweight, very affordable option. It does record things on the camera, so we're going to split between us live and some of the camera stuff that we captured, so you can see what it would look like through the viewfinder if you were using one of these. All right, here we go. Now I got changed because it's actually pretty cold, so I put on some warmer clothes. I decided to come inside the garage to do a little bit more of a controlled test, so you can see how the IR emitter can actually be seen with the visual eye and through the camera. So I'll demonstrate that here before we go outside to go track some animals. So give me just 1 second here. We'll turn out the lights. Pretty dark. Recording right now, and you should be able to see the my video camera as I'm shooting this. Now I just turned off the IR unit, and you can see that even in real darkness here, just a little bit coming off the viewfinder from my video camera, you can detect some things. I'm going to look around a little bit. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. Let's get back to here. I'll turn the IR back on. Boom, there you go. And you can see me shooting me with the video camera. And I just boosted it up one more notch, and then yet again. I'm going to turn to the side, and I can see pretty well most things in the garage here. Focus that there. It does a very fine job. Okay, now it's down to just the lowest power infrared emitter will give. And you can see the lawnmower there. There's a little bit of grunt style. Let's turn off the light. Yeah, so there's a little bit of light because there's some ambient light still outside shining through underneath the garage door. Just enough to be able to see, but you kick this on, and there you go. So that's what you can expect resolution-wise as well. I wanted to show that, and a little bit of the IR. All right, let's take this outside, and see if we can detect some animals. Here we go. Okay, now as you can see behind me, it's dusk, it's pretty dark, and I have this out. There's the IR. It's on, and I'm going to swing around. We have a problem with rats. If you've been watching us for any time, they like to get in the chicken coop, and I haven't put the chickens away yet, so let's go see if we can spy some rats. All right, I'm just going to rely on the audio from this unit, and I'm going to look around to see if I can see a little rat in there somewhere. Okay, we're in the chicken coop. Now the drawback with this thing is that it doesn't focus very close, so that'll be a negative right then and there. Yeah, I can't get close enough. Okay, no rats inside of here that I can see. Huh. But there are some eggs. Now I'm going to turn off the IR. Yeah, see, can't see a thing. Put it on one click, and there you go. Quite nice. Okay, now it wasn't too good for seeing things close up, but that's the belt of Orion right there. There's the Orion Nebula. So stargazing seems to work quite well. There's Venus and whatever's next to it. Clearly see through here, but the naked eye can only see Venus. And there's Bunny. That's right. There it is at 9 times. I'm probably, I don't know, 30 feet away. You can certainly see the rabbit. Let's try it from another angle. Now the one thing nice about it is it does require very little light. And if I close down the aperture a little bit with that cap, like I am right now, there's just enough light. You can still see detail of the house. And so if somebody was illuminated by a natural light source, which this is all that is, you would see just fine. As soon as I hit the IR, then it looks and sees everything wherever the IR is shining. Dual purpose. Okay, it is pretty dark out here, and I have the advantage of having a video camera that's able to detect IR, and it actually has its own IR emitter on it as well. See, I just covered it with my finger, and so it picks up IR just fine. Here's the SightMark, and I'm going to give a couple of things a try while we're doing this. I'm going to take out my phone and turn on stream vision. Okay, there you go. There's the, can you guys see that? So there you go. I'm going to record, I'm going to record the screen and then play it back later. Let's see. Can you see? This is really kind of cumbersome trying to get this done here. I don't have a shooting kid to give me a hand. There you go. And you get it on your phone. Okay. Well. Oh, you know what the other thing I wanted to try was, will this emitter or will this emitter shine enough light? Let's try this. So there's light on me. I'm going to turn off the, wow. So there's plenty of light coming from, that's all light from the 320. Yeah. Not bad. So there you go. If you have some other infrared detector, you can easily be seen if you're walking around with this thing. And so if you need to be undetected, you need the 340. I guess I keep talking about that, but that is one of the drawbacks here. Let's swing the camera around. Oh, look at that. So that's coming from the 320. It's as if it was a flashlight. So yeah, highly detectable. That's good to know. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get this video camera to see the rabbit. There he is. I can probably zoom in on him, huh? Oh, sorry about that, guys. There he is. And that's using the illuminator from the 320. All right, now let's take it inside. Well, there you go. We had a lot of fun with this thing. It's actually very, very good. You would think for the price it wouldn't be, but it is. It does suffer from a little bit lower resolution than maybe some of us are accustomed to. I mean, I've looked through 4K cameras or display units, and those things look like real life. This has a lower resolution. It still looks very, very good. I kind of think, to be honest with you, I kind of think 4K is a little overrated. You can ask, the people that I talk to. HD is certainly good, but as you step down to like 480, which this is, it's still very, very good. And you can detect what things are. It's not like you can't see what it is. It's very detectable, very discernible. You can tell the difference between a rabbit and a deer and a person and all that kind of thing. Yeah, the one thing I didn't mention is that the 4 AA batteries that you stick in here, alkalins, fully on with the IR emitted and everything, and you're looking and the camera's on inside and all that stuff, gives you about 3 to 3.5 hours of use. But if you want to go a little bit longer, I like having something like this. With this thing fully charged up like it is, I can get, oh man, well, your mileage will vary, but I can probably get about 6 hours worth of always on, which means in this mode, you're going to turn it off between surveillance times, or at least turn the imager or the camera off and the IR off, and it can stay in the standby mode certainly all night long. All right, so it's lightweight, affordable, and it can put nighttime seeing, night vision, into just about everybody's hands that would like one. So I'm going to put a link down below where you can find yourself one of these, and then also its sister, the 340. You decide. Do you want to be detected? Do you not want to be detected? Honestly, for the little extra throw that this thing gives, I don't mind seeing that red dot. I know that animals out there are not detecting it unless you're making some noise. So stay quiet. You're going to be fine. If you absolutely have to be undetectable, then go with the 340. And I would say the undetectable needs, in my opinion, is if you're watching, if you're doing surveillance, like if you're law enforcement or something like that, and you're doing some surveillance and you don't want to be detected, that may be the way to go. But for hunting and for those kinds of things, I think this will do just fine, especially for the price point. It's pretty good. Anywhere brand new from about $400, you can buy a refurbished unit for under $250, and I would say that would be the thing to get. Link below. Don't forget, that can help save you some money, and it helps us out here on the Shooting Guy channel. I do appreciate that a lot if you would just use our link. All right, that's all I got. SightMark N320rt, great unit. Shooting Guy recommended. There you go. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. We'll see you. This is the problem with technology. If you're not using it often and very familiar with it, sometimes it can just take a while.